Hey, motherfuckers are nasty. Yeah, that's right. Motherfuckers are fucking nasty. Gross. Disgusting. Fucking gross, disgusting, and nasty. That is the topic for tonight. What up? It's your boy Jerry Wheeler. Thank you for listening to the Shortcast. I am the guy, the short guy that brings you the Shortcast. Thanks for tuning in. Do you want to get a hold of me? Do you want to get involved with tonight's conversation? Do you want to touch on topics that I'm touching on? Email me, EMCEE Jerry. That's mcjerry at gmail.com. Facebook, Jerry Wheeler. Again, there's no fancy sponsor, so no fancy sponsor before an inbox name. None of that, just Jerry Wheeler. Facebook, do all that, man. Yeah, mcjerry at gmail.com. I just am just going to go ahead and get right into it. 9/12/2015. It's technically 1:20 in the morning, which makes it no longer Friday night, but Saturday morning. So technically it's 9:13, but I haven't gone to sleep yet. So you know the rule about sleeping, it's still the same day, unless it is 7 in the morning and Whole Foods is opened up and I've been up all night drinking and I go to Whole Foods and I buy breakfast. Then we'll call it a new day. But until then, right now, same day. So you probably just heard my phone text message in the background twice. Yes, that was the Power Ranger sound, and yes, that is my text message notification. Fucking Power Rangers. I mean, they were awesome back in the day. You can't lie, because if you're my same age, 32 years old, that's a topic for tonight too. You watched the Power Rangers every day when you came home, and if you didn't, you're fucking lying. That's about that. You know you watched the Power Rangers, and you know you thought it was cool. It could have been only for a month or two, or a year or two, or however long it was, but you know you thought it was the shit. You know you did. Everybody did. It was the shit. I knew a kid in my grade, my school, who he obviously wasn't all the way there, but he had a Power Ranger crystal. Man, people used to make fun of him and shit. He said he had a Power Ranger crystal. And like I said last show about making people feel better and about helping people with their problems and people knowing they could talk to me, I was always that guy. Well, I was the only guy in the neighborhood who he alerted that to. Hey, Jerry, I'm a fucking Power Ranger. I said, what? He said, I'm really a Power Ranger. I have a Power Ranger crystal. I said, you're fucking lying. Let me see it. He pulled it out of his pocket. He put his hands in his pocket and he pulled it out. Now, you might be asking yourself right now, what does a Power Ranger crystal look like? Well, does it depend on what color Power Ranger you are? I don't know. Same question I was asking. I want to know what it looks like. I can't remember what Power Ranger he was, but nonetheless, he had a Power Ranger crystal. What did it look like? Well, I'll tell you what it looked like. He stuck his hand in his little 5th grade pocket. And you know what was popular in 5th grade? Motorcycle bikes. Oh, motorcycle bikes. He had a little pedal bike, but it had the full-on plastic package body kit. Looked like a motherfucking little dirt bike, or like a dirt/ninja bike. It was the shit. It was the shit. He had the dopest bike in the neighborhood. There were some older kids who did drugs and stole bikes and had like race inks. You know what a racing ink bike is? Diamondbacks and all these super expensive bikes. Those kids were assholes. But he was the youngest kid. He had the coolest bike in the neighborhood. Fuck all those stolen bikes. Because they were stolen. It wasn't honest anyways. It was all stolen parts. How the same group of kids, older kids, my older brother's friends, how are they going to sell me a bike and then steal it back from me? Sell me a bike for $25. Maybe it's because my mom didn't give them all the $25. But that's what you do in the ghetto when you buy shit. Well, how about I give you 10 now and 15 later? All right, cool. You ain't never seen that $15 again. Ask Alicia about my jacket. Alicia, at this point in time, I can't even remember your name, but 10th grade, sophomore year, you had an Airwalk jacket, and you thought you were a gangster because that's what rich white girls from the suburbs, rich, spoiled, privileged white girls from the suburbs did, is they acted like gangsters. And so you thought you were hard, you thought you were a gangster, so my mom bought me and my brother a fucking Airwalk jacket for fucking Christmas. Bitch, we don't wear Airwalk, we're fucking gangsters. First off, no you're not. Second of all, back at that time, that Airwalk jacket was not cheap at Payless. Nah, they didn't sell Airwalks at Payless at that time. That shit was expensive. So you had some super expensive ass jacket that your parents bought you, or mom, whatever you said, and you were fucking ungrateful for. I told her I'd give her $10 for the jacket. I pulled out $250. She was like, well, she hated it. I said, I got $250 right now. Gave her fucking $250. It was like, I'll give you fucking $7.50, $8 later on. I never gave her that money. Never gave her that money. She come to me like months and months and months later. It was like, Jerry, where's that money? I said, I gave it to you already. She's like, no, you didn't. I said, yeah, I gave you that $8. I already gave you that $8. I don't owe you no money. I gave you that $8, Alicia. Sorry, Alicia. Never gave you that $8. But that's what you do when you're in the hood. Thank you for never stealing your jacket back. Or for at least never taking the opportunity to steal your jacket back, which you probably had. But fuck you to James and the fucking Jack and the other people who lived in my neighborhood when I was in 5th grade who sold me a Diamondback special edition, anniversary edition, and then stole it back. You fucking motherfuckers. So yeah, so you just heard my fucking phone go off, which led me to the whole Power Ranger 3-minute fucking veer off the road. But it led me into talking about what I started talking about was how motherfuckers are nasty. That's what it led me to talking about. But this is the whole point of the subject is tonight I got off of work and I washed my hands. And I'm not going to lie. If you know me, if you're a friend of mine or a coworker of mine ever once in your life, you know that I have just a slight, little, tiny bit of OCD. I'm stressing tiny bit with a little bit of laughter. Tiny, tiny bit of OCD. And with that said, you know that I wash my hands for 5 minutes plus. Usually it's about 7 minutes after work. It can be 10 minutes plus after I get off of work. But I feel like I know that it's weird. I know it's unnecessary, but just work is nasty, and I'm not going to go into topics, details. But I get down and dirty, and when my hands are covered in muck, and I've been cleaning up shit after people all day, grown-ass adults, not just people who come to eat food at the restaurant, but other grown-ass adults that I fucking work with that don't bother to even take the time to clean up after shit that they created right then on that spot, or shit that they have helped accumulate over time. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers are nasty. Motherfuckers don't care. Motherfuckers are gross. When I feel like my hands are dirty and I've been at work, whether it's for 4 hours or 5 hours or 6 or 7, it's never been 16 hours like Nate just pulled today. Shout out Nate Boring, you 16-hour working motherfucking pimp. Regardless, it doesn't matter because I feel like when my hands are dirty, I need to wash. I'll get down and dirty. I'll go balls deep if I got to. I'll get dirty. Is it time to get dirty? Let's fucking sign up for the dirty club. I'll be the first motherfucker to go in balls deep. But I'll be the last motherfucker at the sink scrubbing my hands. Scrubbing my hands. Yeah, I understand that it's kind of weird. I understand that I might be a little bit delusional. But at least I understand it. At least I'm not just running around oblivious and thinking that everything I do is the fucking right way to do anything and everything at all. And everything that I do is the right way. And everybody who sees me do things should do it exactly the way I do because it's right. And then I need to go ahead and write a book and go, the world according to Jerry, and the way I do things is the way that everybody should do things. No, I don't feel like that. I feel like I know people that feel like that themselves. I understand that I spend a little too much time washing my hands. I know it's gross. But what I've also noticed is that, like, I understand it's excessive, but now, I'm trying to relax because I'm kind of going in full force. What I've noticed is that because of my adamant hand washing, my germophobia, my OCD-ness, my any other word that I can take and make into a word that doesn't exist. All those other things right there. I get it. I understand it's a little offsetting, but I don't think that it should negate anything that I say. And what I have noticed is that because I wash my hands for 5 to 10 minutes at a time after I close, not on the clock, not spending company fucking time, which people have tried to accuse me before, and I put them in their fucking place. I'm not going to have, even though I worked at that company and that shift in that company that I just worked for 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, is the reason why I'm dirty, I will clock off and wash my hands for 10 minutes off the clock. Okay? But what I have noticed is that people, because of that, coworkers, tend to not take anything that I say seriously. I could be talking about work, I could be at work having suggestions or things about work, suggestions, and they just act like I'm a fucking idiot. That's what I feel like. I feel like people take me for a fucking idiot. I know I'm not the office peon. I know I'm not the Mitch of the building. If you don't know you're the Mitch, you're the Mitch. I know I'm not the Mitch. I know I'm not the office peon. I know that I'm not. And even if we had an office peon, I wouldn't be the guy peeing on the office peon, because that's the type of motherfucker that I am. Did you listen to the last show? Did you hear me talking about positivity, grasping your aloha, and living your life with more of that? Well, then you should know that I'm not the type of motherfucker to piss on peons. I love everybody. Even guys with Power Ranger crystals in their pocket. Oh, did I not tell you what it looked like? That's where I was going. Forgive me if I get a little off subject. He didn't have no fucking Power Ranger crystal in his hand. He put his hand in his little 5th grade hand, in his little 5th grade pocket, and he pulled nothing out. He said, look, he pulled it out. And I was curious. Well, I can't remember what color he said he was, but I was curious as to what this crystal looked like. He put his hand in his pocket. He pulled his hand out. He didn't have anything in his hand. He was holding nothing. He had his hands cupped together like he was holding a cup of water, but there was none in his hands. And he's like, look at it. It's gleaming. He probably didn't say gleaming or gleamin' as I put the little urban twist on it. No. He was like, look, it's a Power Ranger crystal. I told you. I was like, oh my God, you're a Power Ranger. He was like, I told you. Then, he said, Jerry, do you want one? I said, what? Do you want a Power Ranger crystal? Do you want to be a Power Ranger too? I said, fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, I want to be a Power Ranger. What, for real? You got extra Power Ranger crystals? He said, shh. He looked around. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Here, you're a Power Ranger. And he gave me a fucking Power Ranger crystal. Me and Andy were fucking Power Rangers. I can't remember Andy's last name. I would love to look up Andy and see what he's up to nowadays. See how many Power Ranger crystals he's got these days, or how many Captain America helmets and shields he's got. How many Iron Man computers. That was me sipping on an alcoholic beverage. Don't worry about that. So yeah, he didn't have no Power Ranger crystal in his hand, but I didn't call him out. He gave me a Power Ranger crystal. Me and him were fucking Power Rangers. So I'm now the cool kid in the neighborhood. People are, because I didn't give a fuck and I made people feel comfortable. So now my friends who see me not giving a fuck because I got older brothers and I'm aware of shit, they're like, cheers, a goddamn Power crystal. Kind of like that scene where Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Billy Gilmore, he peed his pants. His friend peed his pants, and then he made it look like he peed his pants too to be cool. That's what that was. I had everybody fucking wanting, let me get a Power crystal. Me and Andy were like, nah, bitches, we were barricading on the Power crystals. You can't have no Power Ranger crystals. These motherfuckers, hey Andy, these motherfuckers ain't Power Rangers. That's not what I said in 5th grade. It was a little different. Just a tiny bit different, really. Yeah. Regardless of me not doing those things, despite me not doing those things, people, because I wash my hands so much, I get adamant at work. I wash my hands when I'm dirty. People they take what I say and they just think that I'm some fucking wacko with Power Ranger crystals in his pocket. And they tend to think that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, or I'm an idiot, because it's either two things. Because I wash my hands for 5 minutes at a time and I'm a fucking germaphobe and I don't like fucking high-fiving people who I just saw touch the bottom of their fucking work shoe, and then they act weird when they ask me, well, I don't want to give them fucking 5. Or it's because I'm so high. Yep, that deserved a really good short time of silence. I smoke a lot of weed. I just put that out there. I'm an adult. It's legal. I can smoke as much weed as I want. I can smoke as much weed as I want. What I can't do is hit the pause button, because I don't have a pause button. I got a stop button, and I hit stop, and then it gives me an option to save. And then I just gotta not save it, and then it just says, oh, continue recording. Oh, okay, and then picks it back up from where I left off at. Again, if you listen to the first show, which I hope that you did. And if you did, then you know that that's why this shit sounds like a tin can, or it might be kind of when I say, what the fuck? It gets a little crunchy, crispy, because I don't have the right audio equipment yet to put this together. So I don't have sounds. I don't have my opening theme song that I want. I don't have my little Jerry is crazy little sound clips from the movies that I want to add into this joint, because I just don't have it. I can't do it right now. I have them set up ready to go, but I don't have the program. The program is a little expensive, and from now, I'm broke right now. I'm paying my bills, trying to be the responsible, productive person that I am. Until I get that, I don't know how long it's going to be, but I got shit that I want to talk about, so I'm just going to continue to talk about it. Hopefully you're going to continue to listen. Hopefully you're going to continue to be a part of this show, because this is why I'm doing this, is to make you a part of this. Email me, mcjerry, that's the whole word, mcjerry@gmail.com, EMCEEJERRY@gmail.com. My name is Jerry Wheeler. You can type in Jerry Wheeler on Facebook. I don't know if you got to hit Tacoma, but you will find me. Also, side note, go to YouTube, type in Jerry Wheeler, and you will see the infamous beard that I no longer rock, and you will easily find me. If you don't know me, you just type in YouTube, you'll find me. I don't have a lot, but hopefully you guys will help me with that. All right, getting back into it. So I was saying that either because I smoke weed, or I mean like a lot of weed, or because I wash my hands, but that's just what I feel like, because I bring shit up at work and people don't take it seriously. I just hit pause and gave myself a second to relax and calm down. So if there was a pause, you noticed a little change in my voice. That's why. No, I didn't go smoke weed. Speaking of smoking weed, but I should. You might notice a pause in between, halfway, so you might notice that. Anyways, for right now, what I was saying was, because I wash my hands, or because I show up to work with fucking, like, I look like I smoked weed, and I probably did, because it's legal, and I can legally smoke as much weed as I want to in my own personal spare time. And if I catch the bus or cab to work and I show up high, then it's none of your motherfucking business. How about I show up to work high, acting stupid as fuck, do my job 101%, make no mess ups. I have people stop my boss and tell him how fucking good I am and how fucking great I did my job. Literally, seriously, a lady stops my boss and says, no, I need to tell you how fucking great Jerry was. Best service we've had in a long, long time, if not ever. Then I do all that. Then I get off of work and I wash my fucking hands for fucking 22 minutes. And I still got some shit to say, but then you guys are going to go ahead and overlook me and act like anything that I'm going to go ahead and say is not valid. Then I make a point and it's, oh, that's just Jerry. Don't listen to Jerry. Oh, great. Who put a quarter in Jerry? Who got him started tonight? Katie Karate, you son of a bitch. Katie Karate said that to me one night after work. Shout out, Katie. You're awesome. But she said, oh, great. Who put a quarter in Jerry? Because I started ranting and raving, talking about probably some shit that I'm about to talk about. Why do people try to give me shit and try to make fun of me for washing my hands? Think about that. Ask yourself that question. How gross are you that you're making fun of a guy for washing his hands? I've had a couple managers, and I've worked with a couple people who were not my managers, but they all said the same thing. Oh man, I wash my hands all the time. I wash my hands all the time. I wash my hands more than anybody. Okay. Okay. For those people that said that, what I will say is that I don't know it's a fact that you wash your hands more than anybody. I do see you wash your hands a lot. I do see you wash your hands a lot, whether it's every time you come out of the dish pit or not. I see you wash your hands a lot. But even more times than I see you wash your hands, I see you not washing your hands when you should be. Now, don't let this deter anybody from coming to my work. I'm talking about shit after work, doing shit in the middle of work, helping people You motherfuckers after work never wash your motherfucking hands. Hence why the topic of this show was motherfuckers are gross. Because the same fucking people, whether it's my manager, my general manager, my floor manager, my service manager, my bar manager, I don't even think I have that many managers, but whether it's the guy from the fucking top to the guy on the fucking bottom, every single person tries to give me shit about washing my hands. And my thoughts are, really? For washing my hands? You want to talk shit for washing my hands? Should I bring up the fact that you don't wash your hands? Should I bring up the fact that I do not see anybody wash their hands after work? You can say, oh, I wash my hands more than anybody, but I never see you wash your hands after work. And you do? Okay, cool. There are times where I see people who say these things, wash their hands after work. They give it a quick little wash. They give it the little 20-second mandatory wash. Sometimes it's not even 20 seconds. Then they wash their hands, and then they go about doing other shit. Touching other shit, grabbing other shit, grabbing the fucking floor. I'm sorry. But if you washed your hands and then touched the bottom of your fucking work shoes, the sole. Have you ever gone to work for 20 minutes and then looked at the bottom of your fucking shoes if you work in a restaurant? That's fucking disgusting. There's fucking... Oh, I mean, you can't describe what's in the cracks and crevices on the bottom of fucking work shoes. And I got motherfuckers doing that shit and touching the bottom of their fucking work shoes, like literally rubbing the surface of the bottom of their shoe. And you can see the grease and grime and fucking stuck on food. Motherfucker, you work in the kitchen. You work in the fucking kitchen. And you're rubbing the fucking bottom of your shoe off the clock when you're sitting at the bar fucking drinking. And then you're gonna fucking try to give me 5 and act like I'm the fucking weirdo for not wanting to fucking touch your hand after I saw you rub the fucking bottom of your shoe? Really? Like, really? That's what you... Really? That's what you're doing? And you think I'm fucking weird? Because I don't want to fucking hold your hand, touch your fucking hand, give you 5, dap you up, share your fucking weed pipe with you after work? I did, first of all, I saw you work. I worked with you. I watched what you did during your fucking shift, whether you're a cook or fucking not. I watched you touch all the nasty shit. I watched you, server, unnamed server, walk into the dish pit with a handful of fucking dishes, and then you just empty. They're dirty dishes. That's part of our job. Well, you can sneak in a hand wash. I understand that, but I watched you, server, as a server, go into the dish pit with an armful of fucking dishes and put your hands all over those fucking plates and swipe up like your hand was a napkin. Swipe up that leftover fucking food into the garbage can off that plate. Pick up that fucking soup cup full of fucking leftover saliva infested au jus from a person you never met before in your life. Throw all that shit a fucking way. Put your hand on the dirty fucking dish counter. Really? The fucking, after you emptied the fucking pans, you put your hands in the fucking dishwater right there on the fucking, that's the dirtiest other than the garbage can. That's the dirtiest shit in the restaurant. The fucking shelf where the dirty dishes go, the counter where you scrape all the shit into, it goes on there right there. It's just nothing but food and dirty fucking funk and dirty nasty dishes, and you touch that and put your fucking hands in that and then didn't wash your fucking hands? And then you go on about doing your other fucking business at work, and then after all that, you don't wash your hands after work? You clock off and you go sit at the fucking ski lift, and you roll your fucking silverware, and you get on your fucking phone, and you text your girlfriend and or boyfriend, whoever the fuck else it is. You go on hot schedules, and you check your shifts for fucking tomorrow, and you do all that shit, and you never wash your hands, and then you order fucking food, and you eat fucking food, and then you leave the fucking building, and you never wash your fucking hands? And then you got the fucking audacity, the fucking nerve, the fucking cojones to fucking try to make fun of. You can't see my hands doing little air quotations right now, but if you could see me going, quotations, make fun of, in quotations, me for washing my fucking hands for 5 to 10 fucking, I don't give a fuck if I wash my hands for 20 minutes at a fucking time. How in the fuck are you nasty motherfuckers gonna try to talk shit to me and you don't wash your fucking hands? Let's fucking set up some GoPro cameras, some fucking incognito cameras even. Fuck a GoPro. Let's put some shit up, some surveillance cameras. That's the English word I was looking for. Let's set up some surveillance cameras in this motherfucking building and see how many motherfuckers don't wash their fucking hands. I don't want to do that because motherfuckers are going to stop coming in and fucking, they're going to think it's all weird. But you motherfuckers are gross. Can I just now go ahead and offer up the chance for none of you to talk fucking shit to me for washing my hands until any of you wash your fucking hands? You guys don't wash your fucking hands, and I watch you. I fucking look for people washing their fucking hands. That's why it's funny to me for people to say, I've had many managers, I've had many coworkers say, I wash my hands more than anybody. I check, I watch, nobody washes their hands more than me. But I saw you take the ring from your finger and play with your fucking ring in the kitchen, and then your fucking ring fell off your fucking hand. You fell out of your hands and it dropped on the fucking the mat in the kitchen. Have you ever worked in the kitchen? Have you ever worked in a restaurant? Fuck that. Have you ever been a server? Has your girlfriend ever worked, or boyfriend ever worked in a restaurant? Have you ever gone to the back of a restaurant and saw what a floor mat looks like? How about, have you ever seen what the floor mat looks like, the uncleaned floor mat after a busy shift in the kitchen on the line looks like? Have you ever seen that? Do you know what that looks like? Whether it's black or it's orange, there's only a couple colors of floor mats that they use. And then we got these nasty fucking orange ones, these bright fucking orange ones, and they're gross, especially at the end of a fucking shift. If it hasn't been properly cleaned by the half-assed motherfucker we got cleaning up you can't see these air quotations, cleaning up after the shit. Do you know, have you seen a fucking floor mat in a restaurant kitchen? They're fucking disgusting. Motherfucker, I watched you take the ring from your finger, throw it around like it's some dice, like you're getting ready to roll some dice, and then that fucking ring fell out of your hand and fell into one of the fucking circles of the floor mat. Floor mats have circles in them. I don't know if it's to breathe. I don't know what it is to create whatever it is that it's for. They have holes in them. Multiple holes in each floor mat. Excuse me, not pausing for that because we're talking about gross shit. That was gross, I know it is. So you got this floor mat with burp funk and fucking floor funk and shoe funk. The bottom of your shoe and the mat are collecting the same shit. So take that last story into mind when we'll talk about this story. And that fucking ring fell out of your fucking hand and dropped into one of those circles in the fucking mat. And then I watched you fucking finger those fucking little holes, fingering holes, to get your fucking ring out, and then you pick that fucking ring up and put it back on your hands, and I didn't see you wash your fucking hands afterwards. Which therefore negates any fucking time you're going to try to say, man, I fucking wash my hands more than anybody. That's great. But I saw you pick up some shit off the dirty fucking floor mat out of it didn't just fall on top of the floor mat. It fell into the floor mat, into one of the rings of the circles, holes in the fucking floor mat, and you fucking fingered it out and picked it up and put your fucking finger right back on your fucking hand and didn't wash. And then walked out trying to ask motherfuckers if they want to smoke weed and shit. Yeah, manager, you did that, and I watched you do it. This was quite a long time ago when I was a cook, so if anybody thinks they're being called out right now, it's not you. This person doesn't even work for the company anymore. There's a lot of motherfuckers in my teen years that no longer work for the company, so try to figure out who you think it is. And even if you do figure out who you think it is, I'm not going to tell you. Unless you private email me or message me, mcjerry@gmail.com, emceejerry@gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook. Type in Jerry Wheeler on Facebook. Go to it. Find me. You might have to hit Tacoma, but you will find me. I promise you will find me. Get involved in this show. Ask me who the fuck I'm talking about. I probably won't tell you, but maybe we can work something out. So I just don't get it. That's one thing I don't get. I don't understand how motherfuckers do that. And it's a lot of shit. Servers, the same. It's the same for everybody. I see people just do nasty, nasty shit and never wash their hands after work and then try to give me shit for washing my hands. I'm confused. How are you going to try to give me shit for washing hands and you don't ever wash your fucking hands? You never wash your hands. That's gross. Do you guys hand wash? Is there an overabundance of people that just don't wash their hands and I just don't know about it? I mean, I think about, is this something that you think about? Yes! I think about washing my fucking hands. Maybe it's my OCD. Maybe who knows what it is. But is there an overabundance of people that don't wash their hands? Now, let's just go into it. I told the story tonight at work because this all stems from fucking tonight a couple hours ago. This fucking girl was trying to give me shit for washing my hands. I did not see this girl wash her hands tonight after work. She counted money. She put away dirty dishes. She did everything she was supposed to. She touched nasty shit. She did dirty shit. She put away all her aprons. I want to call her out for something. She went behind the fucking bar and poured herself a drink, which she isn't supposed to do. For one, because she's not a fucking bartender. Because she's fucking new. Because she's been drinking alcohol. Anyways, I'm calling out everybody right fucking now. I don't give a shit. I didn't see you wash your hands. You got on your phone, you texted your fucking boyfriend, your child, whoever it was that you text. You didn't wash your hands after work. You didn't wash your hands. Hey, you. You didn't wash your hands after work. So I'm trying to figure out, how are you giving me shit, but you did not even wash your hands? You washed your hands during your shift. Because I was washing my hands, you came and washed your hands again, like I said. You know, I want to dip in here for 20 seconds. And the water was cold. Because I rinse in cold. Ask me why I rinse in cold. Hold on. Before you ask me why I ask me. Before you ask me. Making words into words that aren't words. Aska, A-S-K-A. You better ask us somebody. Before you ask me about washing my hands, how about you don't wash your... Oh, sorry. What I was saying was, before you ask me about rinsing in cold water, before you ask me about rinsing in cold water, go look at your dishwasher. Go look at your washing machine. See if they got a cold rinse on there. I don't know about dishwashers, maybe new school dishwashers do. Go look at your washing machine. I grew up in the hood. I grew up poor, broke. I don't know if new washing machines got them, but I doubt they do. What's the rinse cycle say? Cold. The rinse cycle says cold. Unless you got a new one, motherfucker. If you're my age, go look back at all the fucking washing machines you've seen in your life. Tell me you fucking seen one. Tell me you fucking... Do me a favor. Anybody out there listening to this right now, take a fucking picture of a dishwasher or a washing machine that has a non-cold rinse cycle. Take a picture of it and send it to me. Put it right on my Facebook page, Facebook/Jerry Wheeler. I don't know if that's my page name. Type it in. You're going to find me. EMCEE Jerry@gmail.com. I've said it. I'll say it another 36 times. If you can find a fucking washing machine or a dishwasher that has a non-rinse cycle, I would love to see it. Because I don't. They have cold rinse cycles because shit rinses off better in cold water. Hence why they only have cold rinse cycles. So I'm at work, washing my hands while this girl is giving me shit about washing my hands. And then I said a final rinse. I'm in my final... That's what I said. Hey, I'm in my final rinse. She's laughing, walking by. Then while I'm just about done with my final rinse in cold water, she comes up to me and says, oh, hey, pardon me, let me wash. Doesn't even get her hands wet first. Her hands are completely fucking dry with grease and nasty funk. And she walks over, hits the squirt button twice. The soap squirts 2 little squirts of soap in her hands. And then doesn't rub them together, just stands there and looks at me. And it's like, are you done? No, I don't want to interrupt you. Are you done? I said, oh, give me 1 sec. Yeah, I'm done. I stepped over because I knew I was going to either 2 things are going to happen. I was either just going to go back in and finish my rinse like nothing happened, or this motherfucker was going to go buck wild in the fucking water and start splashing fucking water like she's trying to make me see that she's being clean by splashing water every place. She's trying to CNN news my ass and just give me some fake shit. And, oh, look, I'm splashing water. My hands must be clean. That's what people do all the time. That's another story. Splashing water on me. Motherfucker, you just saw me standing here for 5 plus 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes washing my hands, and you're fucking making fun of me. Why in God's green earth are you going to go then and splash water on my hands, or put your hands over my hands and go, oh, rinse, oops, didn't mean to do that? Yes, you fucking did. Why are you going to make fun of me washing my fucking hands, and then go put your shit on top of my hands and splash water on me and get fucking your dirty funk all over my clean shit that I was just washing? Yeah, that's right, I just said your dirty funk on my clean shit. Because I'm the shit. It might be smelly, but it's clean, motherfucker, that's right. Getting a little off subject. So, anyways, that was what was going to happen. So I said, I said I'm on my final rinse. She walked, so she's standing there with soap in one hand, dry ass hand. Then I stepped over. I said, "Oh, the water's cold because I'm in my final rinse. I'm rinsing cold. I don't need to explain it." I just said, "Hey, I was making a joke. I'm in my final rinse," because I said that to her. Not really a joke, because I was in my final rinse. She just no hesitation. Starts rubbing her hands together. Soap. You got dry hands with soap? Okay, I'm not judging you for dry handing soap. But then you use cold water and say, "Oh, I'm just trying to get the funk off real quick," or the funky stuff, the stuff off. She said, I don't want to quote because she didn't say funk. She said, I'm trying, because I've been saying funk about the last 3 minutes 800 times. She said, I'm trying to get the stuff off. You can't get shit off in cold water. That's why you wash in hot and you rinse in cold. Cold water solidifies oil. You ever took oil and grease and put cold water on it? It solidifies it. It makes it fucking cold. Yeah, it makes it cold. So how the fuck are you going to stand around and try to talk shit to me and then go ahead and give yourself a little quick 20-second, less than 20-second wash off in cold fucking water, and then not wash your hands again, and then go text, and then go fucking get your little drink, which you're not supposed to be making behind a bar, and do all the shit that you're doing, and then walk out and just peace out and leave and touch other shit? I watched you. I saw you do it. And then you're going to go ahead and try to make fun of me and give me shit for not washing my fucking hands? Come on, man. Clearly I'm a little upset, and clearly this is something that has been adding up. This isn't just something that happened tonight. This is built up. This is built upon. This is something that, oh, motherfucker. That's what this is. And it happens all the time, and that's what I'm saying. Either it's because I'm high, or it's because I wash my hands, and when I say shit, people don't fucking take me seriously. They think, they think that it's weird. And they think that there's no way that a guy who is as stoned as he is could have a valid point. There is no way that a guy who washes his hands as much as he does, because that's fucking just crazy shit, there's no way he could say anything that's valid or of any worth. There is nothing that he says that could hold any fucking substance, because, well, he smoked pot today. So therefore he's brain dead. He doesn't think about things. He doesn't actually think about things. He just smokes pot and washes his hands a lot. So he's fucking clean, but he's stupid. Or no, he's not clean. He washes his hands way too much. It's past the point of cleanliness. I'm pretty sure he's a fucking idiot. I'm pretty sure he's a wacko. So he's a fucking super stoner fucking wacko? Why does he work here? Probably because he does his job better than you. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I should not have just whispered into the microphone? That I do my job better than you. What I should say is that I pay more attention and that I care more. Because when I talk shit about coworkers, I always like to say that I don't think... I always like to say that I know I'm not the best. Pause. Excuse me, I'm back. Had to plug in my computer before it was about to die. What I say is that I don't think that I'm the best at my job. And I know that I am not the best at my job. I work with people who are better than me at their job. Plain and simple. I'm not the best. I don't think that I'm the best. And I'm not just saying this because I'm on my show and I'm trying to fucking jerk my own gherkin and make myself sound good in front of fucking 800 million people. No, that's not what I'm doing. Again, quote me, washing my hand. This is what I do. This is what I say. I'm honest and I'm real. And you know that whether you... maybe you don't know. But you will know this right now because I'm going to tell you. And I do have friends who hopefully are listening who will contest to this fact, is that I tell the truth. That's what I do. I am in the truth-telling business. And If telling the truth causes me to incriminate myself, I will do just that. I will incriminate myself and I will tell the truth. You know, I wasn't supposed to be doing something, but I was, and because I was doing that, I saw this happen. Well, the truth has got to come out. I will fucking tell on myself to let the truth be told. So, with telling the truth, I truthfully, honestly, don't think that I'm the best at my job. I just think that I care more. I don't see anybody else wash their hands. So I'll tell you, I'm the only motherfucker that I see, even in the kitchen. Maybe they go wash their hands in the kitchen. But I don't see anybody wash their hands after work. Nobody. Nobody. There's exceptions to every rule. Even a broken clock is right 2 times a day. But I don't see motherfuckers, the majority of motherfuckers, and because now that I said that, I'm starting to get things in my mind, and like, oh yeah, I did see that guy wash his hands tonight, because we were talking about tonight, so my manager, when he was leaving tonight, was like, oh, let me get my quick Jerry in, it won't be a surgeon hand wash, a surgeon scrub like Jerry does, the Jerry surgeon scrub. But he you know, we made a joke, that's cool. That's what's funny, you know, we can laugh and joke, but don't try to really pick me apart and really talk shit when you don't wash your motherfucking hands. At all. Ever. Ever. And then you can go ahead and try to give me shit. Cut it out. So, I know I'm not. I just care more. I just care more. That's why I wash my hands. That's why when somebody comes up to me, Jerry, you got set? Well, I'm in the middle of washing my hands. I'm not going to stop. I'll take an extra minute and I'll wash my hands. And I'll walk over to the table. And I'll say, hey guys, how's it going? Sorry it took me a second. Pardon the wait. I had to wash my hands. I felt like washing my hands before I served your food was a good idea. People never argue with that. They go, oh shit, thanks. And I don't even add in the extra part, oh, I figured I'd wash my hands before I serve you food. That was just me being an asshole right now. I just say, oh, sorry, I took me, forgive the wait, pardon me, had to give my hands a wash. I made a mess, had to clean up the mess, had to wash my hands. And people say, well, thank you. Thank you for not coming to my table with dirty hands. That's what motherfuckers say. To all my coworkers who be trying to police me and say, oh, did you know you got set? Yes, I fucking know I got set. I'm doing all of us a favor and washing my hands. I'll do it before every table I get set. But oh, a lot of tables like that. I like to wash my hands. I care. I like to care about my job. I care about certain things. That's just what I do. I like my job. You know, I like that people come in and have a good time when they see me. I like that people like the fact that I wash my hands. I like that. People like that. People like the fact that I like the fact that they like that I wash my hands. It's great. It's fucking awesome. Let me pause for a second. Let me just breathe it in. Let's all have a little aloha together. Let's all have a breath of life together. What do they tell you? 5 in, 5 out through your mouth. 5 in through your nose, 5 out through the mouth. I've heard 15, but you got to take a big step up to get to 15. Let's see where you're at. So say if you do 15 in, 15 out, you're taking 2 breaths per second, per minute. Now, I don't know how long that was just now, but that was probably a very uncomfortable long silence, longer than it needed to be. But you know what? When grasping the aloha, there was no time limit allotted. If you need to grasp your aloha, grasp it. Take a second. Take a deep breath. Calm yourself. It doesn't matter. That's what you need to do. If you need to take off, take a second. Go wash your hands so you feel better about yourself. Take a deep breath. Go do it. Motherfucker, let's pause for a hand washing break. Jose, brother. Feeling better? Good. Did you actually pause to take a breath? Because I feel like even though I paused it and it's been like 5 minutes, that it's been like 2 seconds for you. So that's cool if you paused it and or you didn't take a breath. You can actually pause this because it's a podcast. So you're not listening to it live. So you could just pause and go back 5 minutes, pause 7 minutes, fast forward back to this part. It's like we just came back together, really, if that's what you did. It's like, hey, we're back now together. You paused it as long as I did. I'll give you another second to pause. Oh, hey, you're back. Great. Awesome. So I didn't want this to just be a super negative 45-minute long bitch fest about work and about things, but I just had to get some stuff off my mind. It just happens a lot. This work. You familiar with these? You have a job? You know what that is? Coworkers that fucking piss you off sometimes? Nah, you have. Yeah, you couldn't know what I mean. I'm the only person that works and has coworkers who sometimes annoy the fuck out of you. Here's the thing about that, like I was saying about people being delusional. Do you understand that if you feel that way, that it's also because other people feel that way? If you don't think that you were somebody else's annoying fucking coworker, you're a fucking idiot. And you're a fucking asshole. And you should probably open your mind up a little bit more and think that not everything that you do is correct and or right and or righteous and or the right fucking way to do things, and that just maybe you are the person that pisses people off. I know I am. Nothing I do is perfect. And I am gonna go ahead and go on a mission and try, I just did it right there, try to start every sentence with, I know I'm not the best at this. I know I'm not right, but my opinion is, just this is my opinion, and or this is how I feel about something, because, yeah, I don't think I'm always right. I just think I'm strong-willed in my opinions, and some things I do are just the right thing to do, like washing your hands. It doesn't have to be for fucking 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be for 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be for 5 minutes like I do it. But goddamn, you don't even do it once? Like not even one time after work? Like, I get it. You don't got to do what I do, and I would hope that I would hope that nobody does what I do. Like not nobody, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I would hope that nobody is exactly like me, and that nobody does exactly everything the way that I do everything exactly the way I do it. It's not, if everybody washed their hands as much as I do, nobody would be able to have sink time at work. It would just be motherfuckers washing their fucking hands all fucking day long. And you wouldn't be able to do anything. Like, oh, sorry, I bumped you up. Gotta wash my hands again. Oh, you bumped me. Gotta wash my hands again. You gotta wash your hands now. That's all that it would be. So the world is great because there's variety, and variety is the spice of life. So that's what makes things great. But just try to wash your hands at least for 20 seconds. Fucking 10 seconds. The health department requires 20. Can you just put your hands in water and fucking rinse them off for me? Goddamn. We got this big ass bucket of peanuts at work. And I always talk shit about people eating the peanuts at work. And they're like, you're so weird, Jerry. You're a fucking weirdo. You wash your hands for 10 minutes. Of course you don't eat the peanuts. Of course you don't eat the peanuts. I'm a guy. Alright? I know using the bathroom for men and women is different. I know that. But what I do know is that regardless of your sex, or even how you choose to identify yourself, whatever bathroom you choose to use, you gotta wash your fucking hands when you come out of that motherfucker. There's no OCD. There's no weirdness about that. If you go down into a bathroom and you touch your genitalia, you need to wash your fucking hands. Especially if you're in a restaurant and you're sharing food with people. Don't try to eat off my nachos after you touch your fucking anus, or your fucking cock and balls, or your vag, your vajayjay, your flower, whatever it fucking was. Don't try to come up over here and grab some of my fucking peanuts. We got this big ass bucket of peanuts and fucking work, and people act like I'm weird because I don't eat the peanuts. Do you know how many guys, this is what I was saying. I know it's different for guys and girls using the bathroom, but I notice lots of men that come into the bathroom at work, and this isn't employees, this is guests, customers, motherfuckers in a restaurant spending money, whatever the correct political way to say that is. People in the restaurant. I see many men go to the restroom. I can't see your actual hand on your dick, but it looks like you're peeing. And it looks like you're touching your dick. Because you're not doing the Superman like I do. I have perfected going into a public place. It started outside, and I worked my way into doing it inside a public place. I can walk into a place, close the door, latch it, kick up the fuck. I can do everything without touching anything. Maybe it's because I'm a germaphobe, but I've mastered it. I could fucking just unbuckle one belt, pull my boxers down barely. Sometimes if I got loose old boxers on, I can shake the Johnson right out of the hole and do a little shimmy right there. Put my hands behind my back, holding my t-shirt so my t-shirt doesn't fall and piss stream. I hold my hands behind my back and I piss. I let it flow. And I don't use urinals, even if I'm touching my dick and I'm planning on washing my hands. I don't use urinals. Now, I don't know if this is a short person problem, but when you use a urinal, it splashes back in your fucking... Does it splash back on you? Does it splash back on you? Does it do that? I think it does. It does that. Hit you in your fucking nipples. Make you look like you're fucking lactating. Do you have children? Are you breastfeeding? Why are you lactating? Oh, no, sorry. It's just the urinal piss splashing back on my fucking chest because I'm 4 feet tall. I don't think you have to be 4 feet tall for that to happen. Even though I'm 5'2". I said 5'2". I meant to say that it happens to other people. I know I'm 5'4". That's right, 5'4". I'm not even going to try to lie. I'm 5'4", but it happens to, hence that to, other people who are taller than me. Because it happened to, hence that to, a guy who was taller than me. That's the guy that told me that story. He was like, man, you use urinals, it always splashes back on you. And then I was thinking to myself, God damn it, he's right, it does splash back. It fucking does. It does. So I try not to use urinals because it fucking splashes back on you. So anyways, do you know how many guys I've seen use a urinal? Now, I can't say that your hand is on your dick or not, but what I can say is that you are not demonstrating the non-Johnson touching Superman like I have perfected. Then I saw you shake, waddle, roll. Then I saw you flush the toilet with your hand. Here's the kicker. This doesn't always happen, but let's just say it's the same guy. Touches Johnson. Flush the urinal with his hand. I watched him put his hand on the condensation, the overtaken by condensation handle. It's all wet. Could be backsplash piss. It could be urinal. It could be condensation, whatever. You grabbed it with your hand. You flushed the toilet. You turned around. Now I'm watching you zip up your pants. Because I've been standing there washing my hands for fucking 5 minutes at a time. That's how I could see all this. And you're asking me, Jerry, are you watching men's dicks in the bathroom? No. It's because I already explained it. I'm washing my hands for 5 minutes. Because I just touched everything in the bathroom, so I'm washing my hands. Or because I'm at work. And whether I did touch anything or not, I'm at work. So I can't have some asshole who's not even going to fucking wash his hands after touching his asshole or his dick or whatever the fuck else he's touching. Now, he's not even going to wash his hands. But if he sees me walk out of the bathroom when not washing my hands, he's going to have a fucking heart attack. Which I would never do anyways. Hands. But... so here I am standing at the fucking urinal washing my fucking hands for Biff because even though I know Biff is going to dick touch and not wash his hands, Biff now has fucking touched everything. Then he turns around after shaking his... now he's turning around. He's fucking zipping up his pants. So I see you got your hands now. You're standing at a urinal. You're thinking backsplash, all that stuff. You think your hands, your pants, and the zipper is clean? That's right by your dick. If there's any backsplash, it's on your fucking jeans and your zipper. But you went ahead and zipped that up. Great. Before you wash, you didn't even bother to turn on the fucking handle. Then you go and stand in front of the fucking mirror. And you fucking pick your teeth. Yeah. Yeah, I said it. I watched you do it, men of the world. Nasty, disgusting fucking males of the world. I watched you dick touch yourself. Touch the handle that every godforsaken person has touched and not wash their hands after touching their dick. And there's no telling where their godforsaken dick has been or whatever hookers or whores they had that week. And they just touched that handle and you touched that handle. And then you had the nerve to stand in front of the fucking mirror and pick your fucking teeth and then turn on the water. And I'm like, oh, well, at least he's going to wash his hands. But then you don't wash your hands. You take the water and you splash the water on your fucking face because, oh, God, it's hot in the bathroom when you're touching your dick. It gets hot. So, of course, you got to cool down. It's muggy. So you cool down. Splash the water on your fucking face. Touch the handle again. You don't even get paper towels. You shake and then you grab the fucking handle and you walk out the fucking door. And then, where do you go? Straight to the fucking peanut barrel. Straight to the fucking peanut barrel. I have seen guys. Now, maybe there was some time passed because I'm busy washing my hands and you walked out. So let alone the time lapse of me actually washing my hands. There's the time lapse of me just being in utter fucking disbelief. Like, oh my God. This guy just touched his dick. And then put his hands in his mouth. And he touched his eyes. And he splashed water on his face and put it in his fucking beard. That's why Beard's got feces on him. And then he fucking walked out of the fucking building. He touched the door and everything the last guy who just shit and didn't wash his hands and fucking opened up the door, because that happens, because I seen it. And then you just touched all that. And then, so there's been some time lapse. But a few minutes later, I'm out in the front of the restaurant doing my job, and I see you walking up to the fucking peanut jar, the big peanut bucket, excuse me, and you fucking put your hands. We got fucking bowls for the peanuts, but you're so fucking, obviously, you're just so cool, you're impervious to your germs, and so you just fucking dip your fucking big-ass, oversized fucking ogre hands into the fucking peanut, and you're touching peanuts, and you're going back to the fucking counter, and you're setting them on the counter, and you're just sucking, breaking up the shells and sucking up fucking peanut pieces. And then my coworkers are going to go ahead and ask me why I don't eat the peanuts and why I think it's gross? Am I painting a pretty enough picture for you? Hold on, I need to grab some peanuts. Bum, bum. Shh. I don't mean my own nuts. Peanuts are gross any fucking way. No, they're not gross. That's gross. Those peanuts, that's gross. Don't eat fucking peanuts in a bar. It's fucking disgusting, man. That's gross. And you're going to go ahead and try to give me shit about washing my hands. I don't eat peanuts at work. One thing you can guarantee, we should probably never kiss. Why? Because I saw you eat penis tonight. Penis? No, sorry, peanuts. Peanuts, oh shit. Sorry, I want you to eat my penis and nuts tonight. But we can't, because you ate the peanuts at work. You ate the fucking peanuts at work. I know you're nasty. I know you just had I'm sorry. I know you just had a dick in your mouth. I know. That's fine. You're a woman. Whether you're a guy or not. You want to suck a dick in your spare time, that's great. But don't eat the peanuts, the penis, and then try to kiss me or want to make out. That's gross. The peanuts at work are fucking gross. Males are fucking gross. People that don't wash their fucking hands, whether it's after work or after the bathroom, to me, are fucking gross. Is that not gross to you? It's gross. Wash your fucking hands, people. Be more hygienic. Just wash your fucking hands. God, it's gross. I work with this girl. She just started working at my establishment place of business. Not trying to call her out, but obviously, if you hear this, I mean, hey, here's the thing. I trained her a couple weeks ago. Pardon me. Pardon the pause. Pardon the drinking of alcoholic beverages. I noticed her noticing me, so I just want to put her on notice that I noticed her too. Shout out to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not this new bullshit that's coming out. I trained this girl. Alright. We're about to get a table. Alright. So she's like, let's start. We put our aprons on. I walk over to the sink and wash my hands. I just did a quick 20-second wash. I just got to work. I just wanted to wash the weed off. That's all I wanted to do. You got the residue. You got that burnt little crispy resin. Just wanted to wash that off. So there I go to the bathroom. To the sink. On the expo line. Go to wash my hands. I'm washing my hands. Real quick wash. She comes up to me. As I'm washing my hands, the expo comes up and says, Jerry, I just set you at table so-and-so. I said, okay, cool. I think it was 27. Okay, cool. I got a table. Soap, wash. So she's looking at me. It's day 5 of training. So this means that she is doing everything. So it's my time. Whoever else trained her. Day number 5 is the asshole who gets to fucking walk around like you're the trainee, and you gotta watch everything she does and make sure she fucking does it right. So she starts washing her hands. And then she tells me, I'm only washing my hands because you are. And I was like, oh, you don't have to wash your hands. You do what you want to do. Throughout the night, she proceeds to tell me that she just started washing her hands. Now, this girl is, I can't remember if she's 24 or she's 26, but she proceeds to tell me that she has just started washing her hands. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, I used to just never, I never wash my hands. I used to not even wash my hands after I use the bathroom. What? What? Huh? Did you just say started? She said, I used to not even wash my hands after I used the bathroom, but I had a roommate, and my roommate used to give me shit, I guess, for shitting and not washing her hands. And then she said he used to give me shit, but then I got sick one time. And my roommate was like, it's probably from using the bathroom and not washing your hands. And I was like, yeah, fucking duh. Of course that's what it's from. It's from you using the bathroom and not washing your hands. Isn't there studies on that? Don't they teach you to wash your hands in elementary school as a child? No, you're right. You're right, they do. Sorry, I'm wrong. They do. You're right. They do teach you that in fucking school. How to teach. I can remember when I was in elementary school, I was going to bring this up 40 minutes ago. When I was a little kid in elementary school, they had the nurse come in and teach everybody how to wash their hands. And I was looking at the nurse like, you ain't teaching me nothing. 2nd grade, motherfucker. 2nd grade. I can like it's a yesterday. I can distinctively remember sitting in the circle. We were in the front of the class. And we had that weird sink in the back of the class. Well, it's fucking elementary school kids. Clearly, in any fucking room, whether it's a classroom or not, any room that's full of fucking elementary school kids it better have a fucking sink in the back. Because fucking kids are gross, let alone grown-ass men in a bar touching dicks, washing hands, eating peanuts. Anyways, I can remember the nurse coming back. We're in the front of the class, sitting in a circle like it's story time. Oh, right before we start story time, we got nurse, whoever her name is. She had an English accent. Squawky, old English accent. But the lady was cool as fuck. And she was washing her hands, was teaching us how to get inside of the cracks and crevices of your fingers and in between your fingers. And I remember thinking like, yeah, I know that. Move on to the next step. We need to get this story. We need to get in this story. That's what I remember thinking. It's like, what the fuck? This is new? This is news? Seriously, that's what I remember thinking. Like, oh, people don't know this. Okay, I don't remember where I learned to wash my hands from, because I just don't remember. I just don't remember, like, ever my mom or my hands. Like, I remember being told to wash my hands. Like, you need to wash your hands. Like, I remember one time I was in the bathroom when I was a little kid with my brother Paul. Shout out Paul Wheeler. What up, motherfucker? I can remember being in the bathroom and leaving the bathroom and being almost all the way up to the top of the stairs. And my stepdad at the time, shout out Dave Conrad, what up, motherfucker, what up, you old ass motherfucker, now you are. I can remember him opening up the stairwell and going, Jerry, what are you doing? Get back down to this bathroom and wash your hands. And I remember thinking, damn, my brother sold me out. If telling the truth means I gotta incriminate myself, I will tell the truth. You know what I don't want to do right now? Tell the truth. I was scratching my butt. I was sitting on the floor of the carpet in front of the toilet, sitting on my hand, with my hands scratching my butt. I didn't have my fingers in my butt, but I was going to town scratching my butt. Maybe I didn't wipe all the way. I was a little kid. Yeah. You right now have a mental picture of your boy Jerry Wheeler. What up? But you already knew that. Being a fucking little 3-year-old with his hand in his butt. Not in his butt, but in or around the surface area of his anus. Scratching, all going to town. Scratching while my brother Paul was standing at the sink. He was brushing his teeth, washing his hands, getting ready for bed. So we get up for bed. I'm up to the top. What I can imagine is we left at the same time, but Paul walked out and saw me not wash my hands and then went into mom and dad's room and was like, hey, this motherfucker didn't wash his hands. So I'm upstairs thinking I'm scot-free. And then my stepdad opens up the door. Jerry, what are you doing? You better get back down here and wash your damn hands. And I don't know if that is what stuck with me, but I washed the shit out of my, literally the shit out of my hands. After I'm done wiping, I wash the shit out of my hands. I can remember just being the last time I had roommates. A couple years ago. Shout out to Drew Kroll and Dustin Freeman. Motherfucker, what up, motherfuckers? I love you guys. Just in case you don't know that, Dustin, I see Drew more than I see you. But nonetheless, that does not negate my level of fucking love that I have for you, brother, man. If you ever get a chance to listen to this, you hear this, dude, I love you. You're fucking awesome. And you and me need to go out and hang out and not put our hands in each other's butts, but we need to drink and be merry and tell some old school stories. So with that said, I can remember I lived with Drew and Paul, of all people, my brother, the guy, yeah, that brother. We were at my house. We're in our 20s. I'm 27, 28 at this time. I'm 27. It was a couple years ago. 26, 27. And I can remember I moved in with Dustin. He bought a house. And I moved in with Dustin and Drew and fucking Aaron Laughlin and fucking Mikey Laughlin. Mikey hadn't moved in yet, but Aaron was there. So it's Drew and Dustin and Aaron and me. And then Jessica Perry moved in. Shout out Jessica Perry. Did I say shout out to Aaron yet? I hope not, you son of a bitch. Because Sunny Tech is still getting mail to that motherfucking house. And nobody even lives there. None of us live there. Another motherfucker owns the house and Sunny Tech is still getting mail there. So you and that bitch need to get y'all shits together. Anyways, I can remember Paul came over one time. Paul came over. And we're all chit-chatting, talking, hanging out. Which I probably had to go use the bathroom. Came out 7 minutes after washing my hands. And they were giving me shit. But then Dustin, he was like, nah, man. He's like, you know what, Paul? He's like, man, ever since your brother moved in, I've noticed like something like, I used to not wash my hands a lot. It's my dick. I know where my dick has been. I'm at home. I'm not touching, it's not a public restroom. So I used to just wash my hands and go on back about my business. But ever since your brother, that's me. Ever since your brother moved in, I've noticed like, there's just something, man. He just made me realize something. Like I wash my hands more. Even if I'm at home and I just do a quick piss, I wash my hands more. And I just remember thinking, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Go Jerry, go me. That's what I remember thinking was, because like, good. If it's going to be anybody, it's going to be a housemate, a really good fucking friend of mine who's going to realize Jerry's not just a maniac. He washes his hands, and you know what? As long as Jerry's been here, he's never been sick. He's never, ever been sick. Not one time. Not one time has he been sick. Is it because he washes his hands? We've all been sick. This is what I'm guessing now. He's thinking, what I can imagine is like, I've never been sick. All you guys. In fact, when I moved out of the house, I moved out and everybody had the flu when I moved out. Like every one of my roommates either had the flu or was just getting over the flu, and I didn't get the flu. I moved out and was like, later, y'all. I didn't move out because they got the flu. It just happened to be the time that I was moving out. January, flu season. Motherfucker, I'm out. And y'all motherfuckers are sick, and y'all motherfuckers got the flu. It's because roommate number one took a shit and didn't wash his hands and opened up the fucking door, went back to making his fucking girlfriend fucking dinner, and then you came home, and you fucking ate his leftover dinner, and then you took a shit and pissed and then didn't wash your fucking hands, and then your other homeboy came home and shared his fucking food, and then I came home and one of you guys was asleep. No, two of you guys were asleep. No, sorry. One of you were asleep. I could hear number one having sex with his girlfriend. Number three is like, Jerry, you want some food? I'm like, nah, I brought some food from work. It's not because I knew y'all were dick touching, penis eating, not washing each other's hands. But it's just because I had food from the restaurant. That's all. I just brought my own food home. Whatever bullshit you guys weren't even eating healthy at the time. And that was when I was into my super healthy eating kick. And then what happened? Right before I moved out, somebody in that house got onto a super healthy kick. We should start eating healthy. So it took me to move in for you to start washing your hands and eating healthy. Yes! Vindication. Go Jerry. Go Jerry.